Can you have multiple VA home loans at the same time? The great news is yes, you can have more than one VA home loan at the same time. And today I'm going to show you how to calculate how much you can borrow for that additional home without selling or refinancing your first home that you use your VA home loan to purchase. In order to do that, we will be calculating what's referred to as your remaining VA entitlement. And keep in mind, you will have to intend to own or occupy this new home because the VA home loan can only be used to purchase your primary residence. Now, many of you might already know that the VA actually eliminated loan limits way back in 2020. So theoretically, you can borrow as much money to buy a home as a lender will loan you based on your income and credit. However, anytime you use your VA home loan, you reduce the amount of what's referred to as your VA entitlement, which is the guarantee on your behalf the VA provides to lenders when they issue you a VA home loan. And that guarantee or entitlement you have remaining determines how much lenders are willing to loan you. Now, as a veteran, you have what's referred to as your basic entitlement and also your bonus entitlement. However, for subsequent use of your VA home loan, the maximum amount of entitlement you have remaining is 25% of the Freddie Mac loan limits for the county you purchased your home in, reduced by the amount of the entitlement you used for your previous VA home purchase. Okay, so I know that might sound a little confusing, but we're going to go over a quick example to help make it easier to understand. Also, I'll place a link in the description section down below to the Federal Housing Finance Agency's website where you can find the county loan limit amount for your specific county. Keep in mind, these county loan limits do change every year. For our example, we will say that our previous home purchase was in San Diego County with our VA home loan with a loan amount of $400,000. Step one is to find the loan limit for the county your home is located in. You can see here the San Diego County loan limit for 2023 is $977,500. Like we touched on earlier, the VA does not issue home loans. Instead, they guarantee your loan to lenders at a rate of 25% of your home loan. So we will divide our loan limit amount of $977,500 by 4, and that gives us a guarantee amount of $244,375. Step 2 is to determine how much of your entitlement you used for your previous VA home loan purchase. You will find that amount of your VA entitlement you used for your last VA purchase on your certificate of eligibility under the entitlement charge section. However, you can also calculate this number by dividing your previous loan amount by 4 to get 25% of your loan amount, which should equal the entitlement you used for your last home loan. Now, I do want to point out here that if there's a difference between your calculation and the entitlement charged on your certificate of eligibility, the amount listed on your COE is what the VA will use to determine your remaining eligibility. So keep that in mind. You can also download a copy of your COE at ebenefits.com, and I have a short how-to video on how that process works, and I'll put a link in the description section. So, for our example, we borrowed $400,000 on our previous VA home purchase, and if we divide that loan amount by 4, we see that we have used $100,000 of our entitlement. Step 3 is to take our county guarantee amount we calculated in step 1 of $244,375 and subtract the $100,000 of our previous entitlement used, and we get $144,374 of entitlement remaining. Step 4 is to multiply our remaining entitlement or guarantee amount of $144,375 by 4, and we see that we would be able to borrow $577,500 with our second VA home loan and still put zero money down. Now, what if the next home you want to buy is more expensive than the entitlement you have remaining? The good news is you can still borrow more than your remaining entitlement amount. You just have to put down 25% of the difference. So going back to our example one last time, if you wanted to borrow $600,000 for your new home, you would subtract your remaining entitlement amount we calculated of $577,500 from $600,000 to get a total difference of $22,500. We take 25% of that number or divide it by 4 to see that in this scenario, you could buy your second VA home for $600,000 and only have to put down $5,625. Okay, so I know that was a lot of information to cover in a short amount of time, But if you have any questions on how to calculate your remaining VA entitlement, you can always reach out to me directly or leave them in the comments. I do take the time to answer every comment I get, so thank you very much for those. If you'd like to check out a short video on how to download your certificate of eligibility, you can see that by clicking the link here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.